High-level players in RuneScape have invented a new moneymaker that makes them up to 150 million GP an hour. Yes, you heard that right, 150 mil an hour. Iron Men are paying up to 2 billion GP to have main accounts do a raid for them and then leave so that they get the purple. I've been doing mega scale solo raids for 5 years.
No!
Yeah, that's right. My first ever mega scale drop was a dragon sword. I bet half of you watching this didn't even know the dragon sword used to be on the drop table at Cox. If I'd have known about this method, I could have been making billions of GP for years. What the hell is wrong with me? Well, today, I've joined an Iron Man boosting Discord to see just how lucrative this moneymaker really is. So Anu and Milas have been huge for helping me out with this video down at the Iron Man Gear Discord, and they've hooked me up with my first customer. This specific customer ordered 5 50% mega scales. One 50% normally costs 375 mil, but with 5 purchased, he gets a 5% discount. That comes out to 363,825,000 GP per raid. We jump into the raid. Milas gives me my payment of 363 million GP. We jump into Discord, and this was very unusual. This doesn't happen, but the customer asked if he could jump into voice with us, which we said was absolutely fine. Why not? And we jump into the raid. Dude, I'm fucking nervous for this. What is wrong with me?
You shouldn't be. It's gonna be fine.
Dude, I'm being so careful to make sure I click the right shaman here. I could mess this up so easy. Thank God Milas is here in voice to talk me through this, calming me down a little bit. But I'm not gonna lie, the ranged XP per hour here would be insane. Maybe this is something people need to look into. Okay, so apparently after I've killed shamans in this raid, it's my job to go back and make the overloads. The Iron Man is going to pick the Noxifers here, and then I'm going to put the overloads together. That means we're going to share the points. And as we know, my points go towards the team points, which goes towards the Iron Man's points anyway. Thanks to Miller's ulting this raid for me. He's actually already set up the mystics. I'm going to do it myself later in this video. I'm going to do a raid all by myself where I ult everything, but for this one, I'm bringing back some overloads so everyone can start sipping on it. Each sip of overload is 200 points, and each raid is capped out at, I believe, 42 overloads in total. All that comes out to about 35,000 points, which is 6% chance at a purple. Definitely worth sipping the overloads. Okay, now I've got a BGS down to the top mystic because I'm going to be chinning it. For those that don't know, when you throw a chin, it actually only does the accuracy roll for the monster that you're attacking, and then that has the same accuracy roll for every other monster. So about 200 BGS damage here, and then I'm just going to be able to chin down the stack. Milas is going to heal me. Like I said, later in this video, I'll be healing myself, but for this one, I just get to AFK, dude.
For this room, you can stand in this tile where my mage's like gear, like conceptual standing, and like just a long fuse chin.
Gotcha.
Instantly right now.
I can go right now?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm actually getting the princess treatment right now. I'm literally just AFK in this room while Milas is healing me, and I can just kill the mages. This is so nice. I'm not looking forward to having to do this myself later in the video because this looks like a lot of hard work. And this one's by far the coolest room. I'm sure you've all seen the corporeal beast chicken method where you arc light and dragon warhammer and BGS it down until it has 1 stats and it can't hit you. That actually works in Guardians as well, even though you hit zeros. The pickaxe is the only thing that can damage it. However, you still get the damage rolls with your BGS, so all of its stats go down and you can just turn it into a chicken and stand right next to it. It's so cool. I actually sound like the biggest loser right now. Oh my god.
You can stand next to the Guardians. It's so cool.
I'll just go in, pick up some brews. We'll drop the stamps, pick up some brews, and then...
You could even like bring a water vial instead of a stamp because it's a flame phase. You're gonna be using stamps, I mean sangs, so it's fine. The walk method if you need, but you won't. Well vigor.
All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Am I good enough to be a mega scale booster? It's been a while since I've done a solo raid, so I never learnt the shadow method or the 3-to-1 scythe method. We'll learn them at some point, but for now we're just going with the Sang and the Dragon Hunter Lance. Don't judge me. 4-to-1 melee handed Ulm is just like riding a bike, you know? Once you learn it, you're never gonna forget. Okay, the guy that was showing me how to do the raid has just dipped and said, like, gave me some small instructions on what to do at the end. Look, I know what to do at the end, but I can't really remember. So, I guess we're on our own from here on out. Fingers crossed. Oh my god, I'm an actual moron. Turns out if you don't raid for a while, you forget what happens in the last phase. You gotta kill the both hands at the same time. I'm an idiot. These things have like 5,000 hit points. Okay, gotta get this thing down just low enough that my other account can come in, and then I'm gonna leave the CC and leave the raid. 26, plenty low enough. Let me get out of here.
Wish me luck.
Yeah, good luck, mate. Good luck. All right, we're just going to whack a few more hits in here on our alt account to kill the boss. And fingers crossed for the Iron Man here. All right, good luck, mate.
Thanks, brother.
Oh, my God.
No way!
There's no way, bro. What?
No fucking way!
As if, dude.
Right now.
As if.
I'm kidding you right now.
That's a joke, right?
There's no fucking way what I'm looking at is real. There's no fucking way, dude.
What?
Oh my fucking god. What the fuck?
Holy shit, dude. That is...
You are king luck. I don't even know what to say.
That is insane, bro. Congrats, dude. Holy shit. That's so funny. My literal first one I've ever done.
That's so sick, dude. There's no fucking way.
Congrats, bro. That's so huge. Dude, I actually could not believe my eyes when that T-bow popped up. That was crazy. And even funnier that, like, the guy was in Discord with me. But for ulting that raid for me, it's 150 mil to Millis, so I'm going to go ahead and pay him right now. And that's going to leave me with 213 mil behind. And the Iron Man got a twisted bow. You're probably thinking, it might have just been worth doing my own raid at this point. But the luck will always turn around. So you're probably wondering how I just did an entire raid for an Iron Man and he got a twisted bow. Let me explain what's happening. In the Chambers of Xeric, you have a maximum personal points of 131,071. All additional points you gain after that go toward the team total. But if I was to leave the raid by leaving the clan chat, I take my personal points with me and all the extra ones I got for the team stay. That means I can gain 700,000 points in a raid, and when I leave, 570,000 of them stay. And if the Iron Man's the only person in the raid, they're the only person that can get the drop. They AFK for 3 hours and get purples. So that was a 3-hour raid for 213 mil, but it gets way better. This is a 65% raid worth 575 mil. Bro, 575 mil for this raid. Holy shit, dude. Of course, 150 mil to Melis because he is going to be ulting our raid for us. There's no way, bro. I am actually so lucky. This update was happening in 17 minutes, which like is in cutting it so close for me to finish this raid, and it's just been delayed, bro. We're so lucky. We're so lucky. It is once again time to leave this raid and give the Iron Man a chance at the purple. I was supposed to get 700,000 points, but the Iron Man mined the rock and chopped the tree as the shortcuts, which gave us a lot more points. Doesn't really matter too much. It's still going to be a 65% chance for the Iron Man. Here we go. Now this guy looking for a deck, so got my fingers crossed for him. One more hit. And that's a double. That's a double drop. What the fuck? We went slightly over points. What the fuck? We went 28,000 over points. I mean, it's an arcade. It's worth nothing, but like, damn. That is hilarious, bro. That is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Yo, hang on a minute. He's giving me a tip. Little 10 miller. Hey, thank you, Beast. Just to explain what has happened there, a 65.7% chance at a purple is the highest you can get. After that, any additional points go to a second roll. So we went about 30,000 points over that chance, gave us a 5% chance at a second drop, and managed to get one. I spoke to the owners of the Discord afterwards, and they said that they have never seen that before. What are the chances that this happens in my video? It's actually insane. So 425 million GP I made for a 3.5 hour raid, 121 million GP per hour, but it gets better. Let me give you guys a little perspective of the behind the scenes and how it works getting customers. This next one is a 100% chance at a purple. Now, as I stated before, it's impossible to get a 100% chance at a purple, but what we do is just keep running raids until the Iron Man gets a purple. It could take 1 raid, it could take 10 raids. It's very unlikely to take 10, but it could happen. And for this service, Iron Men pay 800 million GP. This customer comes in looking for a 100% Chambers of Xeric boost. Milis explains that we're making a video, asks if he's okay being in it. The guy asks if it's just his in-game name that's going to be in it, which it is. Once again, I come through and explain what we're doing, and this person responds that they are actually a big content creator on Instagram. So that is very cool. It's 800 million total. I pay Milis his 150 for ulting, and 650 goes into the bot, which immediately updates my booster sheet. Yo, look at this fucking payment, bro. That is absolutely insane, dude. Bang. All right, another 65%, but obviously we're going to run these until the customer gets a purple. Another 3.5 hours on the clock. Not too bad. We can definitely cut these down to about 3 hours if we get a little bit better. But let's get out of this raid and see if we can get the purple. Okay, an arcane. Not the best drop, but the best we can hope for is that it's a unique for his account. All right, he didn't have augury. That's actually huge. So that's a unique for that Iron Man. Very happy with that one. I would assume so. It's no Tebow, but you know, it's a drop. It's a drop. And that means because we only had to do 1 raid and I don't have to pay for the second ulting, I made 650 mil minus the 61 mil tax, 65 mil tax. How insane is that? 1 raid, bro. It took me, wait, how long did that take? 3.5 hours. Insane. I'm doing my first self-altered raid tomorrow. So no one else is going to be in there with me. So I sent a practice run just then. This was a 1+9, so a 10-person raid. Just all my accounts. And here's a purple for me this time. I get to keep this one. Not bad. And things you love to see. That's 3 out of 10 ancient tablets now that I need on my alt account so I can teleport to the raid. Huge. Now, before I finish up and do the raid that I am going to be alting myself, I wanted to show you guys the Iron Man perspective and take you through a walkthrough of what it's like to purchase one of these. This is my IRL friend Andrew's account. We've been best friends since we were 14 years old. And he's been kind enough to let me borrow his account to show you the Iron Man perspective. So as the raid starts, if you have appropriate fishing and cooking levels, you're gonna head into the scavenger room, get yourself a fishing rod, and depending on the scale, you'll get around 500 to 600 cave worms. If you want to be nice to the people boosting you, you can go ahead and pick up the juice and the mushrooms and the Sicily and a couple of lockpicks as well. Those can go in the shared chest, but you're paying for the service, so you don't have to do anything. After the boosters have finished the first boss room, you go back to the first room, which is the farming room, and you pick 45 Noxifers and put them inside the shared chest. These are going to be used to make the overloads, and that's going to get you a lot of personal points. Then from that point, all you have to do is fish and cook food. Chuck those bad boys inside the shared chest, and if you have an alt account, eat the fish on the alt account. Once again, this is going to get you points, which make it way less likely that the account that kills the head is going to accidentally snipe the drop. If you max your points out, it's like a 0.1% chance that the head killer will get the drop. If you want to be nice, again, you can help out with the thieving room, but you don't have to be nice. And then the best part of the raid, once you're done fishing and cooking, you can just sit there, watch the Olm get completed by the booster, and wait for your purple light. Or if you're an absolute moron like me, this could happen. Oh, I'm such a moron. Oh, I'm such a So now it's time for the most difficult part of the video. I have to ult my own raid. This customer came into the Discord looking to get a 50% mega scale. Anu lets them know that we are working on a video and asks if it's okay for them to be in it, which they agree to. I come through and let them know that I'm looking specifically for a 100% raid. Now I'm looking for 100% specifically because if I mess up, it's way less punishing in a 100%. If it's a 50% and I mess up, that ruins the entire raid. If it's 100%, I can just keep raiding until they get a purple. So it makes way more sense for me to do a 100% raid for my first time. Because it's my first time and I am going to be slow, I offer the customer a 100 mil discount, which they take, and we are ready to get into the raid. I accept the payment of 715 mil. There's a 15 mil upcharge because the player didn't have an ult to eat fish on. Put that payment through the Discord bot and update my booster sheet. And throughout this raid, I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of how things work. Guardians has the players BGS spec down the bosses to 0 stats with spec transfer until they can just stand right next to them and take 0 damage. Okay, so at Guardians, there's not a whole heap that I have to do. I just sit here AFK killing it. But while I'm doing that, I'm also prepping potions. So I'm killing scavs on an ult account to get the secondary. Now, normally you do a tightrope thieving raid, but I could only find a tightrope ice demon in like an hour of scouting. But I tell you what, this has taken up a whole lot of brain power. While I'm here killing this ice demon, I'm also picking Buku over on my ult account and filling up vials of water on the rest of them. Just take a look at my screen right now. Like, it is so hard to focus on this. Now, a bit of a silly goofball, I forgot to record the mystics, so I'll have to do another raid and show you guys what I had to do in there. But shamans are kind of kicking my ass right now. One account in full Shazian, Staff of Light, and an Elysian Spirit Shield stands in the corner until all the shamans are stacked on the same tile and chinnable. The mains then enter and chin down the stack in the safe spots. I have to run over into this corner over here and get all of them to jump on me. Just spamming brews at this point to try not to die. 49 hit points, bro. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. All right, now we just need this last one to jump and I can go for a run. Jump, you stupid fucking thing. Okay, there we go. All right, go for a run. Is that gonna stay trapped? I can't tell if that's gonna stay trapped. It's not. Fuck. Okay, that's much better. I gotta run as it jumps. See? Laughing and learning together. So I joined a different raid, and in post-production here, I'm gonna show you guys what I had to do in Mystics. Basically, just had to run through on one account in full Justy, Ellie, the lot, and aggro all of the mystics here and get them into melee distance. So instead of trying to mage me, they're trying to punch me. Then I run down into the safe spot and I get 2 accounts to dance underneath the mystics. And while the accounts are dancing under there, I Staff a light spec, step out, and allow the mystics to funnel in and basically just be on top of each other, and that way I can chin them afterwards. Seems pretty simple, but actually pretty difficult. Down to Olm, and all the ults go into the room to drop potions for the mains before leaving the CC instead of dying, saving all of the points. Okay, so I'm like ready to kill Olm on my other account, and the guy that I'm doing the raid for has logged out. Like, he must have just fallen asleep or something. And I don't know what to do. Am I like supposed to sit here and wait for him to come back in 8 hours when he wakes up? Like, this is insane. Okay, I asked some of the guys in the Discord what I'm supposed to do here. And they said, I don't know, this has never happened. How is this even real right now? Like, first raid, I get a twisted bow. Like, all this crazy shit has happened. And now this dude's just logged out when I'm supposed to be finishing the raid. Like, by the time he gets back, the head's gonna like have all its health back. This is just not ideal. Okay, I forgot to record commentary for this one at the time, but the guy ended up waking up 3 hours later. So I had to just sit here in this raid for 3 hours waiting for him to wake up. Thankfully, it was a one and done. We got the dragon claws, but God, that was just so funny. Anything that could have possibly happened this video has actually happened this video. And with all of the raids said and done, we now pay our taxes owed, 215,576,000. Except that means we made 2.15 bill before the tax. Let's fucking go. And after all was said and done, with all my taxes paid, I made 1.8 billion GP from 4 raids. That is absolutely absolute insanity. You best believe I'm going to be running a few more of these to make some more money because these alt accounts aren't cheap, but they're all getting up there. Have a look at those bad boys in the background. They're all almost done and almost ready to sit at Rune Dragons for the rest of their life. Next video is going to be me completing these, so look out for that one. Once again, a huge thank you to the Iron Man Gear Discord. Link will be in the description for those guys if you want to check them out. Not only do they do mega scales, but they also do a whole bunch of other Iron Man boosting methods. And I believe they're going to be running a discount after this video goes live. So get in there, and who knows, if you're going to do a mega scale raid, maybe I'll be the one to do it for you. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video very soon. And just when you think I didn't make enough money this video, guys, the people that do these mega scales need scalers, and they pay 500k per account to scale their raids. I've been sat here on my 10 accounts while I've edited this video, and I've made 87 mil just scaling raids.